Yeah, dude. Anyway, yeah. So that was some issues with the website. It seemed like. Okay, yeah, we're recording now.
Cool.
Yeah, don't forget to look at the camera from time to time, Greg. Okay, I'm with Greg Lancaster here. He's a local artist right now. Greg, you want to open up a little bit and just tell everyone about yourself?
Yeah, I'm a local crazy person turned into an artist, as most artists start off as. I rap and I screen print. Those are my two main disciplines. I do a little bit of other shit. I like to paint, but screen printing is what pays the bills, and rapping is what makes the bitches happy. No, that's just the way I like to think. I like to hope that that's what happens.
Yeah, so the shirt I'm wearing right now is some of the clothes that Greg designs. His company's called Out of 10,000.
Out of 10,000.
Yeah, so yeah, take it away. You're making your goal is to make 10,000 shirts, basically.
Yeah,
like
so
all unique. Like each one's different, or
slightly. I don't know. Can you see that in the camera, the one behind you?
not really, but
Okay.
actually move it, man. Just get up
Cool.
get up there and move it. Pull the chair right up here, and then we can throw that right there. But yeah, no, Greg and I kind of struck up a friendship there. His dad drinks at the bar that I work at right now, and then Greg just popped in one day, and then we were just shooting the shit, and then I found out that he does all the art that he does, as well as, just a funny guy in general. Just we had some good banter, and then as I got to know him, I definitely wanted to help him out here as well, because the whole point of Kaks Bar and Podcast is we are supposed to be promoting local Calgarians in all walks of life. Like, you're doing something interesting, you want other people to know about it. This platform is for you. And right now, yeah, like so right now I'm rocking one of Greg's shirts, and just take it away a little bit more. So how many what's your system like to design one shirt a day? I mean, that's quite the schedule to keep up, without failing, right?
Yeah, so when I originally started, I thought I was going to just be doing all my own art and putting so this hoodie is a picture of a painting I made.
Sweet.
And I thought,
what is that, by the way? It's like a girl?
Yeah, it's just a girl.
Nice.
It was like 2018. I wasn't really feeling too good, so I just painted a little sad girl. And then she kind of just sits on my wall and looks at me. It's
okay.
I don't know, it's a whole weird thing. But she's kind of, it's like a...
What's her name, Greg?
She doesn't have a name. I only named her when I started making the shirts, and I had to name the designs. So I called her Lonely Girl.
Lonely Girl. Okay, yeah. Sweet. I like it.
Yeah, thank you.
All right.
I kind of see her as like a protector or whatever, some sort of totem.
Okay.
But
I know nothing about making shirts. Like, do you just go ahead and do you buy like a blank hoodie, and then you just print like you just slam that design on with some kind of steam technology? I probably sound real stupid. But
no, that's how most people do them, and that's like the cheaper, better way to do it. Almost is like some sort of vinyl or heat press. That's how a lot of people do it, digitally, so they can print everything they want to. They order these digital prints that are stickers, basically, that you heat seal on. I do it the hard way, which is screen printing. So I'm kind of limited to how many colors I can do, what I can do at a time.
What do you mean by screen printing?
So
again, but not pretend. I am a dummy.
Yeah.
I don't know how this works.
No, I love giving the spiel, and this is going to be very good because I can take this clip and I don't have to explain it as much anymore. But screen printing, basically, there's a screen, like a mesh, like a screen door, and it's on an aluminum frame, and you coat it with what's called emulsion, which is this goop, and this goop's very light sensitive. So you let it dry in a dark room, and once it's dried, you take a transparency, which is like a clear piece of plastic paper, basically, and you print out an image on that, and there's a glass table, you put the image on the glass table, and you put the screen on top of that, and you shoot light below the glass, and where the light gets through the transparent stuff, it hardens the emulsion.
Oh, right.
And where there's the black part of the transparency, it doesn't get through, it doesn't harden. So then you wash it out, and then you basically have a stencil that you can turn into a new stencil at a later date.
Dude, man, you're the amount of passion you just showed explaining that. I can't believe you told me you dropped out of high school.
Yeah.
Sounds like you're actually into science and stuff.
Oh, dude, the funniest thing is when I dropped out of high school was when I was doing the most research.
Okay.
But I just I didn't. It's not even that I didn't give a shit about the stuff we were learning. I didn't care for.
I didn't.
Yeah, I didn't love it, but I didn't care for someone else telling me, especially in LA, someone English.
Yeah.
Someone telling me I can't write when all I do every day is fucking write.
Okay. What do you mean they said you couldn't write?
They would all, I'd always get 60 on an essay.
Uh-huh.
And then
maybe were they talking more about I don't think Greg gets the material. Is that what it was? Or is it literally they said your writing didn't, like your grammar and whatnot?
No, the grammar was never a big issue. There was always like a few things that would get me down like 5%. I was pretty okay grammarly. Like sometimes I'd misspell shit or have like a run-on sentence, but it was mostly their like didn't agree with my opinions. I would always take the hot take.
Uh-huh.
And other people would tell me how they'd like suck up to the teacher in essays and like write about their favorite band and say how great it is. And I'd always be trying to piss people off and like make a point. And it was just, it always felt like a power trip kind of thing.
Okay.
And every now and then, like, I just flip the essay or flip the story, write the same fucking thing, but put it into second person.
Yeah.
And they'd be like so impressed that I knew how to do that immediately get 100.
Okay.
But it's the same shit I would write in first person or third person.
Huh. All right. Okay. So like the teachers that gave you crappy marks then, like what, give me an example of one that they said you couldn't write in. I'm always curious about this because they're supposed to be our educators. They're supposed to prepare you to, become an adult or whatever. Right. But at the same time, sometimes like you said, their opinions on your talent is completely outdated maybe, or they literally maybe don't even know what they're doing when they said, that was a crappy essay you wrote. And that someone else might read that and be like, I actually get what Greg was trying to get at there. Like there's some deep meaning here, you idiot. If you actually have some more wisdom, maybe you can like tap into what he's actually trying to say, right?
Yeah. I remember in the 8th grade we had short story unit, and I wrote 3 stories, and the first one I just wrote and I got like a 60. And then so the second one I just wrote, and then I changed all the words from I to you, and I got like a 95. And I did it again on the next paper, 90. And it's like, I'm not actually changing the way I write or the story. I literally wrote it in first person and then just went back through and like, I wasn't smart enough to just like auto change every I to a U, but I did it by like, and it's the same fucking shit, but they were just blown away by that technique.
Huh. Dude, is it almost kind of like, do you ever hear that song from Nas where he raps about the perspective of being a bullet?
No, I don't think so.
No, it's a crazy song. I mean, like I'm to people who are
like
big hip hop guys, like, I mean, I'm probably not doing them justice, but it's a very cleverly written song. It's just, he's talking about, being into a chamber, pointing at someone that has to be shot, but he's singing as if he's the bullet. He's personifying like a bullet kind of thing. So I was just thinking in my head, like maybe because you were creative enough to just swap the U to the I, and like when you swap a vantage point in a story, something as simple as doing that, it creates a whole different thing, right?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like it's just like when you play video games and I don't play much video games, but a first-person shooter versus like that RPG where you're overseeing everything, right?
Yeah,
like it's a completely different experience.
100%.
And it's just like messing with that. I mean, I don't know, man. I just think this is cool. Like, I mean, keep going, keep talking.
Yeah, I mean, I remember there was one thing I failed on where we had to like prove that a song was poetry, and maybe it was my fault that I couldn't get the point across. But I did the song "Sober" by Childish Gambino, and it's very hard to explain that
what do you mean by, again, man, I'm so outdated with school. Like, what do you mean prove it's poetry? Like, is there a criteria as when
that was the thing that I was fucked up about?
Because in all rap lyrics, a poem, if
every
you just take
every song is a poetry that is also has a melody, but it's just poetry. So I was kind of fucked up on the whole idea of it. And other people did like way easier songs to prove was poetry, like When the Levee Breaks or whatever. What's that fucking Whiskey and Wine? This will be the day that like that's a good song to prove is like a poem. But I was trying to prove this point in Sober that because the hook is now I'm so high, but he's really
Red Stripe today.
Yes, we're drinking Red Stripe. It's
right
from Kingston, Jamaica.
Do you need another one?
Very quickly, yeah.
Here, we'll just set you up like that. Okay.
But it was just like a bunch of bullshit, and it wasn't even like that was the worst part. The worst part was I'd go to school for 8 hours, and then I'd have like 5 hours of homework, and I'm just like, you're taking all my fucking time, and I want to learn other shit. It wasn't even that I wanted to fuck around and do nothing. It's like I would get home and I would study. My biggest thing I studied was like religious history.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Are you religious?
No, kind of. Like I didn't grow up religious.
Okay.
And I definitely do too many drugs, write too much rap music, fuck too many bitches to be like a religious leader or anything like that. But I always found it interesting to like dissect these religions because I know in my heart some of them are just bullshit and some of them are power Like, so I had to.
Well, we all know Scientology's real. I mean, don't.
Oh yeah,
harp
no.
on that one.
Scientology is definitely the most realist religion. You can tell by the pyramid scheme of it and how it works.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like the Illuminati.
Mm-hmm.
But
I have an L. Ron Hubbard tattoo on my lower back.
Are you serious about Scientology's real?
No, I'm fucking around.
Okay.
I don't have any tattoos, and I wouldn't get an L. Ron Hubbard tattoo on my lower back. I'd get a dolphin.
That'd be good. I always just get. I'm so not instinctive. Whatever the word is, impulsive to get a tattoo.
Yeah, you have a lot, hey?
I have 4, and the longest I've thought about one was like a day. I decided one day, the first tattoo, I was working at Nordstrom's, and I always thought you had to be like clean, can't have tattoos. And I was working there one day.
Don't you? Nordstrom's pretty like
that's what
preppy,
I thought,
right?
That's what I thought. And then all of a sudden, dude comes in with a fucking bee on his wrist. I'm like, we can have tattoos. He's like, yeah. So 2 days later, I got these.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right, sweet. You're like, where'd you discover your art, like your artsiness, if you will? I mean, is that just something like right off the jump? You're like, hey, like you're into music, writing, tattoos, drawing. Like
that was something
singing.
I kind of grew up with, like how most people would grow up with religion. My mom was a painter, so that's how I got into. Like my mom and grandma both paint, so when I was young, I got to paint, and I kind of just was like aware that you can go chase this shit.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, like rap music was not something I grew up on.
Yeah, okay.
So that kind of started.
We'll dive in that soon because I heard some of your beats. Like you're good, man.
Thank you. Yeah, it takes a lot of time. And I loved it about that. Like, I love when people are like, "You're good and you're talented."
Off that one song, I was like, "I'm liking this." I got to hear the rest of it.
Yeah, for sure.
When are you gonna make your album again?
I'm working. It's done. I'm just mixing shit and mastering it. So I want to drop it before like Valentine's Day at the latest.
Sweet.
Because it's all summery music. Like that's what I mostly make is super upbeat, like not happy shit all the time, but just still like my sad songs that I listen to are still upbeat. I don't like slow music. I like fast pace.
Okay.
And I like loud shit. So I'm trying to drop it in the winter so that I can build some momentum for the spring and the summer, and then I'm going to drop the second one in the spring summer.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna have all your stuff in the show notes there.
Cool.
Yeah, like your Instagram, your website, everything like that. So
website, check the shit out. Buy some t-shirts because I am in debt and broke as fuck.
Like most artists, usually as they journey through their hero story.
Yes.
Okay, to take it back though, your mom and your mom and grandma were painting, and then you realized you liked it too. So.
Yeah, they put a paintbrush in my hand very young, and probably gassed me up a little bit too much. And like I took painting classes, and they're like, "You're good at it." My mom always told me that I could like see colors and shit because that was something she struggled with, which is true. I can see things, I can imagine shit better than I can draw it. I don't have that very fine motor skills, so that's why I like screen printing because I can design shit on the computer.
Yeah.
And then I just have to choose colors to work with. So like I'll have 4 stencils in the negative space of the t-shirt, and I can fuck around. I wish I was wearing a better shirt for that, but they're all black and white right now.
All right.
I had a dream last night that I had a way fucking cooler shirt to wear today.
I like that hoodie right there, man. Like,
these hoodies are sick. When I was making them, my dad was like, "Don't get into hoodie." So me and my dad always go over like business advice at the bar. You've probably heard us in passing.
Yeah. Oh yeah, a little bit. Yeah.
And he's always like,
when he's not swearing about something.
Well, sometimes he's swearing about my business.
Okay.
But it's funny, like he's usually wrong. Like every now and then he's right, and I take his advice.
He's usually wrong.
He's usually wrong, and I usually just like have to like talk shit over.
To my dad, he would.
Well, my dad knows.
Give the old Asian bamboo stick to the back of the head.
Well, so my dad told me like when I was like I might start making hoodies. He's like, you shouldn't do it. You should stick to t-shirts. You should just stick in one discipline. And I was like, maybe you're right, maybe you're wrong. And then someone else commissioned me to make hoodies. They were these pink hoodies, and then they never like got around. We never got around to like finishing the design. Like I got them in and I started printing these things. And he's like, I hope that's not my hoodie because I'm not fucking ready for this. And I'm like, dude, you're good. I'm making my own shit. And these sold out so fucking fast.
Why? I don't get why he's hung up on a shirt versus a hoodie. Like they're all like it's the same.
Yeah,
you're putting a design on clothes.
He's trying to give like,
and then you have a winter version or like a summer version. Like you know, like I don't know if that's his gripe. What else are his gripes?
There's a lot of things. He thinks it's like he thinks he knows a little bit more than he does. Not to talk shit about my dad on camera, but like he was thinking like, if I start making hoodies, then I'm competing with a whole new group of people, and there's just more competition. But the reality is, like, I'm able to sell a hoodie for way more than a t-shirt.
Okay. Yeah, probably. Yeah. Oh, yeah. 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 There's like way more fabric and whatnot.
Like a $60 hoodie doesn't sound as bad as a $40 t-shirt.
True.
But
hey, I never thought of that.
It's the same margins for me. It's still 100% margin, which is like not ideal. 100% sounds like a lot, but really like doubling money on cost is barely getting by.
Dude, yeah, that's again blown away by you told me, oh, I dropped out of high school. Like I'm starting to think smart people drop out of high school.
Yeah,
because it's like because they realize, hey man, like there's only 24 hours in a day, and if I'm already dialed in on what I want to do, I'm taking up 8 hours doing this other thing. And almost like with the internet now, man, I sound ridiculously old right there. I mean, because what I do, like, I mean, like I'm a bit older than you, but there was no internet when I was in like elementary or whatever, you know, around junior high it rolled around. But it's like you can learn all the history and everything. I mean, everyone learns online anyway. Like COVID, everyone learned online, right? Yeah. So like we can get all that kind of knowledge now on there, but like people need to take as much time as they can when they're young to dial in on their talents and hobbies. I really think instead of killing that energy with this 8 hours of school nonsense. Like, I mean,
it takes up too much. I can understand school existing till you're like 12, 13 or like 14 when you can start driving by yourself because you're not really doing shit anyway. But once you get old enough to like be able to hop on a bus by yourself and go make mistakes, like even if you're not learning shit, it's still so important to like go learn about yourself and just like go travel and fuck shit up early. Because when you're like if you went to university and then you're like 23 coming out and then you just start making mistakes, like you're gonna be fucked at 30.
Dude, you nailed it. Do you know how many man-childs I know? And you know they're supposed to be like great and they went to university but you know I find the most fascinating people are the ones who figure, because like I definitely learned that about myself. I learned by doing, not by sitting and thinking about it. Like I have to have a vantage point to draw on something. So unfortunately, the only way to develop more vantage points is to go through experiences. Yeah. But there's also, you know, there's a other aspect to what that point was, because some mistakes you can't come back from. Right. Exactly. So I think that's the one that all the parents worry about, right? Yeah. Like I don't know, like, you know, it is like peer pressure, this, that. It's a real thing. Oh yeah, 100%. And you know, next thing you know it, like when I, you know, in 6
years later of a drug addiction, basically
drug addiction or just something stupid. Like you know, like people don't know too much about like my graduating class in grade 12. Like oh, this story's alleged, by the way. Anyway, they beat up like this bouncer. Like it became some mob mentality thing that happened at the after party, and like, you know, that guy didn't deserve it because he was trying to tell everyone to like keep their wristbands on who were over 18, and the ones who weren't, like, you can't drink. But obviously, it didn't stop anyone. And then some mob mentality thing happened, and like that guy was put in a hospital, and like it was a wild, stupid night. But again, I'm saying like I was not a part of any of that. But anyway, it's like but like the guys that were like doing most of the stomping on the guy, like, you know, I mean, that easily could have been like a assault charge right there, and then
that could have been 15 years.
So it's like kind of tricky when you say go out and make some mistakes when you're young. Like I don't have all the answers to this question, but I do realize personal growth comes the most for sure from live experience. So so I don't know what the answer is, man. I mean, like, do you ever watch the movie 300?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you remember like at the very beginning of the Spartan Society, they're like, okay, kid, you can walk. You fought a bit. You're 8,
you go live with the wolves,
and then they just let them out into the wild. They're like, if you make it back, then you're in.
Yeah,
you know. And then sometimes I'm like, okay, but again, we're not in that era, because what does making it back mean? Because
it looks different now. Instead of going out to the wolves, you go out to the streets, right? I felt a little bit like around the time I was dropping out of high school, where I would go do fucking crazy shit downtown with like. Allegedly, yeah. Allegedly a bag of something in my pocket, allegedly, and like literally had that mentality going out. Like
a bag of sugar.
Yeah, a bag of sugar. Coffee, yeah. Sugar's exactly what it was. And it's fine. It's past the statute.
Kept in vials, but
it's past the statute limitations anyway. But like I remember going out and being like, hey, I'm going out fucking hard right now. and I have no plans on making it back home, but we'll just see what happens. We'll see if the streets return me. You know?
Okay.
We'll see if I make it back home.
Jeez. Are you born and raised in Calgary?
Yeah.
Then? Okay. It's the streets. I'm born and raised in Calgary as well. The streets. Yeah. What streets are we talking here? Downtown or?
Yeah, not like actually like fucking getting into street shit, but just like going out and finding an adventure and doing some stupid shit for a couple days with some influences in the system and just like just seeing what happens, just getting into trouble but trying to make it back.
Yeah.
There's good trouble and bad trouble.
Yeah. But again, it's super hard to navigate that. It's a tricky one. You want people to grow, and people do grow from the most crazy trouble, if you will, right? Yeah. But man, it's the ones who don't get tied down by a lifelong what do you call it?
The routine, the
consequence from making a bad decision.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? Like but some people do. I mean, you know, like there's a boxer named Bernard Hopkins. Like I'm a big combat sports guy. I mean, this guy went to jail, served many years, and then when he came out, he just was like, you think most people, that's it. You got his criminal record, like, you know, he's going to be another guy on the block for the rest of his life, and then ultimately die of drugs or gunshots. But he ended up being the world champion, like boxer. Like he boxed all the way almost till he's 50. Like, so that guy's a outlier. But but most people outliers screw up. They don't come back from that. So
no, it's very hard to come back from it. And there's a few times I like almost didn't, if I'm being straight up. And I think like a key proponent to the trouble that you cause is like, if you're the victim of the mistakes you made, you can come back from that. But if you fuck someone else up, it's very hard to like live with yourself after that.
Fuck someone else up. What do you mean? Like,
well, like your bouncer story from high school, like that'd be very hard to rationalize in your brain. But like, you know, if you go make mistakes or like put yourself in a position where it's me versus you, and a lot of people want to rise and fuck the other person over. But if you can like walk away from that situation and then understand the mistake is not walking away, but putting yourself there at all where someone can. I'm being too vague because I don't want to get into certain shit.
I'm not a lawyer, and I'm not. But I kind of get what you're saying. Okay, I think so. I have a thought here. I'm trying to sort it out. I'm sorting it out in real time here as I'm talking. But okay, you talked about religion for 2 seconds ago, right?
Yeah.
Straight up, do you believe there's a God?
Yeah.
Me too. Now our definitions of what that is, who knows? Okay, but whatever. We'll just say there's a higher power.
There's an order.
There's an order. Okay, fine. There's an order. There's a. But what I'm trying to say with that is
greater plan.
I believe that when you brought up about fucking someone over or hurting someone per se, I think as long as you know your intent, like if your intent was malicious, premeditated, you can bet your ass there's either going to be a theoretical karma that comes back on you that humbles you, or like a literally causal effect karma, as in, oh, I hurt that guy. Now he's going to get his friend, and they're going to come back and hurt me.
Yeah.
So like, but I'm saying, but say you were just, as you mentioned earlier, trying to adventure, learn more about yourself. Along the journey, you end up accidentally hurting people. I don't know how. Like maybe your intent wasn't to hurt anyone. Your intent is for self growth. And then if you accidentally hurt someone along the way, I truly believe that the higher power gives you a pass on that. As long as you recognize that you made that mistake. Now, if you recognize you made that mistake and then you do it again, then there's the karma, right?
Yeah, I would even go farther to say that like how we learn from mistakes. Sometimes other people make mistakes, and you're just the person who tells them they're fucking stupid and they made a mistake. And
kind of learning from their mistake without doing the mistake.
Yeah, or like just you're the brick wall that they hit, and so like it's not, you know, sometimes you hurt people, but you're not being a bad person, right? Like
that's what I'm saying. As long as you're not trying to be a bad person. Hey, thanks for summarizing that.
Yeah,
because we've all done that.
Well, we
didn't mean to.
There's like situationships that go south very fast, and it's not like I'm trying to fucking make you feel bad or self-conscious about yourself, but at the same time, like, I don't owe you the explanation on how you have to grow. You have to figure that out.
Yeah.
And
like prison culture.
And me like pissing you off or making you sad by not talking to you or XYZ.
Like, you know, to go back on my point 2 seconds ago, like prison culture is like, look, in that world, you think everyone's just trying to hurt each other like an animal? No, they realize that that environment is a show strength or get pummeled. So it's like, so you might go beat up someone. It's not personal. No. And like, I really believe there's no karma come back from that, because it's like that guy who didn't get beat up probably needs to realize he needs to navigate through this way, but he can't be a victim. He can't be vulnerable. Like it's that's kind of it. And, you know, we get deeper into like even the concept of war, you know, like, you know, like I've been to war. You haven't been to war. You haven't been to war. Right?
No, I haven't been to war. Well, to be fair, every time I make music, I call it going to war.
Okay, cool.
Because I'm not like a musician that's technically trained. So like I can't just like play a melody and then start playing another one off that. I like get a sample or hear a line and then I go to fucking war making a beat. It's crazy.
Interesting. I have that same mentality when I lift weights or something like that, where I'm like, I'm going to war. Like, and then I think of crazy things to get myself to lift that object. Yeah. But even the war analogy, what I mean by that, to segue back into the not making a mistake or hurting people concept, is, look, it's kind of like the soldiers right now. They're in war in Ukraine and Russia right now. It's like, they don't know how they got there. They really don't. They don't know why they're there, really. Like, it's a confusing situation. I mean, we're hearing, you know, all these opinions about a proxy war or this or that. And, you know, and some people are saying there's alien spaceships involved in that. Yeah. But anyway, bottom line is this. When you're on the battlefield, you're not going to come up there and start waving your underwear and be like, let's just have some peace. Yeah. No, at that point, the decision is made. So your responsibility is stay alive and protect your people around you. Yeah. The ones who've been with you in this fox
your troop.
And then, so if you kill someone in combat in that situation, absolutely, I do not believe there's a consequence for that.
Karma goes to other people, right? Like it doesn't go to the soldiers.
It can't.
And especially, like, not to pick sides, but the Ukrainians are defending. The Russian soldiers don't actually know why the fuck they're there. I mean, that's what I've heard.
As far as we understand, anyway.
They thought it was like a training mission.
Yeah.
And then
special operation.
Exactly. And then you can get deeper into it and be like, well, technically, like, Putin has good intentions for his people. I'm not saying he's right, but he's, in his mind, he's trying to do a good thing, which is the fucked up thing.
Exactly. And, you know, but it's no different than, like, let's forget about that grandiose scale of the conflict. Dial it back to a playground fight, right? Yeah. Like I'm sure you've been in those.
Yeah, you can't sit at our table kind of shit.
Yeah, exactly. Like, I mean, I remember, you know, just you know, like, you're with your friend and then he's like, I don't like Jim. And then you're like, well, I don't like Jim either. you know? And then all of a sudden you see Jim. You don't know Jim. You don't know what Jim did. Yeah. You know, like, Jim might be a great guy, but then Jim looks back at you like, fuck you. And then it's on. Just as simple as that. And you're right there, it's on. I mean, you can kind of show up and try to make peace or whatever, but at the same time, you're like, I was friends with Bo here first, and if Bo doesn't like Jim, I don't like Jim. Yeah,
you two have a beef, so now we have a beef,
and like
now we're fighting in the middle of the restaurant.
And it's very, I don't know if it's a real restaurant, but
well, that's just getting a little personal.
Oh, yeah. What, you guys fighting at McDonald's and stuff?
Yeah, maybe not McDonald's.
Well, I don't know where kids go to a restaurant.
Well, so there is I went to school at Western, which is downtown on 17th. So like,
you also went to Rundle, didn't you?
I went to Rundle for a bit, then Western, then Manning.
Okay.
But like at Western, all the kids would leave the school, go across the street to all the different restaurants. So like, there'd either be a fight outside two for one, which is what we call the pizza place. Or there was Clive Burger. There'd be shit going down there.
No, not Clive Burger, bro.
Yeah, definitely Clive Burger.
People are trying to eat burgers there.
Yeah, I know. And people were talking shit while they're doing it.
Crazy. Again, 3 high schools. Again, is this because you just kept like not trying to stay in one school kind of thing? Or?
Well, so I wasn't at Rundle in high school. I was in Rundle till grade 8. And
you keep forgetting Rundle's like a junior high and high school.
Yeah, they go all the way up from elementary. And then at the end of the grade 8, they gave my parents their money back, and they're like, don't come back next year.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So then I went to Springbank for a year because that was my high school because I lived out in the country. And I fucking hated Springbank. Springbank sucked because it's like, it's all people who live out in the country. And they've lived there their whole life. So like showing up in grade 9, everyone else knows each other and you don't really realize this.
Well, it goes back to that thing. Like, all of a sudden you might be involved in a conflict and again, you might have trauma from like, oh, I got bullied. But at the same time, those kids are they're just, again, like their intent maybe wasn't even to go as far as to bully, right? They're just in a clique. They're just
following the lead.
you know,
Like that's how the kids a year older than them did it.
yeah,
And so that's how they do it. And that's like what they know.
yeah. They're in a weird, long, twisted way. They're Russia, and then you're like a Ukraine or whatever.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
and they're like, it's our own. Like, you know, like
This is our land.
Yeah, or something. Fuck, man. People suck. Humans suck.
Yeah.
We're
Humans
great,
are
but we also suck.
Humans are fucking crazy because we're the most self-degenerating animal that there is. Like every other animal is trying their hardest to survive. I don't know about every other animal.
I don't know about every animal. Like I have a couple cats. My one cat, Edgar, the story goes like Edgar loves drugs. Like, you know, like if there's a little bit of drugs around Edgar.
Is this a cat or a friend?
He's a cat.
No,
It's a fat cat, like
Nice.
an overweight fat cat. But Edgar Allan Poe is his name. But anyway, but Edgar, like, yeah, man, like I think he just doesn't have access to cocaine. Because if Edgar had access to cocaine, I think we would see the first cat OD or whatever.
Yeah.
You know. But no, so I just think the animals don't have the opportunity to try to self-destruct.
Yeah, maybe it's like just domesticated things.
Yeah, but if you're in the wild, you're busy.
Yeah, you're busy just trying to survive.
Just trying to survive, right?
And you don't have to. Once you get time to think about, well, should I be surviving? Is that the good thing? Does that bring me good karma?
No. All you think about, those are my cubs. I'm hungry. There's a gopher.
Food
Let's
there.
go eat.
Yeah.
You know. Do you ever watch Family Guy?
A little bit. Yeah.
Like there's that episode where Brian, he ends up being stuck outside. Sorry, I might be mixing up two episodes, but whatever. He sees a dog. He sees like a squirrel. He jumps up and he like tackles the squirrel and he starts trying to like eat it.
Yeah.
And then the squirrel looks scared at first. And then he's like talking to the squirrel. He's like, I hate you. You're useless. You're dumb. And the squirrel looks back at him and is like, this ain't about me, is it? You know? So I just kind of think like with animals too, like it's not personal. They're just trying to eat, dude. And like they don't want to eat grass.
No.
Like, you know, they want to eat tasty
meats.
Tasty meats.
Need that protein for the muscles.
Yeah, exactly. But even that I get confused about because, you know, like cows don't eat meat and they're fucking jacked.
Yeah.
You know? But
I don't know how cows do it.
I don't know. Well, I don't know that
cows are fucking lazy too. Like they don't run around much.
They're supposed to just make cows. Yeah. Like they're supposed to make milk. Like they're supposed to be lazy. I don't want to be running around trying to chase down a cow to get the milk. You stay lazy, so I just
exactly.
milk you or whatever. You know. So we got sidetracked as fuck there.
That's good though, I think, right? That's the plan.
There's no plan here, man. We just podcasting is just capturing conversation. And yeah. And also like this is natural right here. Like when I say natural, like natural conversations I think come over some drinks. You know, like some people are like, oh, like let's have a coffee conversation. I'm like, like I want to know what you're really thinking.
I want whiskey in my coffee.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah. Not too much, but you know, like we're relegating it to a little three-pack stripes, and that'll be enough to.
That's the right amount
to bring.
I was worried. I thought there was going to be three of us. We are going to have two each, and I'm like, dude, I don't know if that's going to bring out the conversation.
No. There's two of us, three each, or I don't know. Side of me was like thinking if Greg doesn't drink, I'll have 6. Yes.
Oh, but, Greg drinks. Greg's a rapper.
Yeah. Well, that's how we met.
Yeah. So we met we met a couple times. Like I had always been there fucking chasing down my dad. Like some nights we're at a different bar and then we're going to meet at the house. And then I get to the house and his truck's not there. And I'm like, he definitely went to OJ's. And
yeah, because I always thought that was funny because like you would always show up like after him. So I'm like, oh, they didn't carpool here.
No.
It's almost like you were there to pick him up.
Sometimes that does happen. That's more at the golf course where I get a call at like fucking 10 at night. And he's like, hey, can you come pick me and my friend up? And then I go out to the golf course and have like 3 beers with my dad before I drive him home, which is always great.
Hey, by the way, like I was on your Instagram. I saw your swing, man. You play golf, obviously.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, I used to play tournaments when I was a child.
Nice, man. Fuck, dude. No, your swing is like pristine, dude.
I hit the ball fucking far.
Yeah.
I don't always shoot very good. Like,
can you putt?
I can putt okay. It's just like stupid mistakes.
Okay.
I like 80 is a good number for me.
Okay.
Especially the courses at the Glencoe are pretty hard. Like the Forest fucking sucks. So like 80 on the Forest is nuts. The old guys say 81 is even par, even though it's a 72.
Okay.
It's so tough.
Greg, I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't actually golf.
Oh, yeah, no,
but I have golfed. I did own a set of clubs. I did go for a little bit there, and I knew the rules then. But then I didn't keep up with it just because it is definitely not a poor man's hobby.
No.
And
no.
Yeah, and you know I'm tapped. I'm leveraged right now. I can't go golfing except I went to Launchpad. That was fun.
Yeah.
Except I was definitely the worst of all the friends. You know, like normally I'm an athlete. I'm good at every sport I pick up. Not golf.
Yeah, it's a different sport. Like I'm usually not the athlete, but golf, I can fucking swing a
That's
ball.
so weird to me because again, like you guys can't tell, but Greg's like 6'6" or something, man.
6'5".
6'5". Like he's tall as fuck. Like yeah. And then when we were outside, I was kind of like, "Did you play basketball?" He's like, "No, I just like the shoes."
Yeah.
I was like, "Oh, okay."
It's just the rapper in me.
Yeah, he's like, I like the paint.
Gotta wear the suede Jordans. They go well with the hoodie.
Yeah, those Jordans are sick, man. Yeah, no, like I played. Yeah, I was a bit of a jock growing up. Played all sorts of sports, and I still keep in shape. Like physicality is definitely something I lean towards to center me, if you will. Namaste. But but no, man. But golf, man. Like I respect everyone who can golf. Like I hate when people don't get what it is because I'm like, this is hard. You want to get good at it? Like,
I know people like to say it's not a sport, but it's
a fucking sport, dude. I mean, like even the way I saw on the Instagram feed, the way you were torquing that
I get the fucking hips around.
Yeah, man. I'm like, dude, like that's athleticism.
Yeah, and well, like you look at the people who've been the best at it. Like Tiger Woods he was ripped. He wasn't jacked, he wasn't huge, but he was shredded. Like like I was in shape.
Wait a minute, what about John Daly then?
John
I know a bit about golf.
He's a bit of an outlier.
Yeah, that's an outlier. Like I don't think everyone can be like John Daly and perform like John Daly. I think
no, but that's the dream.
Okay,
to be able to smoke cigarettes and drink beer and fucking win some money.
Absolutely. Like I mean, the dream always is to have like LeBron James's bodies and athleticism, but be able to party like fucking Keith Richards and just have perform well at both. But reality sets in.
The dream is to be like John Daly, like to somehow be able to perform with the shitty body.
Oh, come on, man. You don't want that shitty body, though.
Oh, dude. There's a lot of fun that comes with that shitty body. There's a lot of beer in that belly.
Okay, I see what you're saying. Okay, in that regard. But, like, John Daly's looks horrible.
Oh, yeah, no, he looks like shit.
You know?
Or, like, could you imagine, like, the Babe Ruth diet? Like, 8 hot dogs, 8 Cokes a day, and, like, 3 steaks?
And all whiskey.
Yeah, and whiskey. I got the whiskey down. I can't eat that many fucking hot dogs and Coke.
Was that actually Babe Ruth's diet? Just hot dog, steaks, and whiskey?
Yeah, it was like a steak for breakfast.
Did he smoke as well? Was there cigarettes?
Oh, yeah. He was smoking cigars, too.
Okay, well, that guy's just a legend.
Yeah.
But I also heard he's also who... Don't quote me on this, but I think, isn't that quote, like, don't meet your heroes from people who've actually met Babe Ruth?
Right.
Isn't that?
I don't know if it's from him, but yeah.
Okay.
I can
apparently he's
believe
just like a mega asshole. Like,
yeah, there's a lot of people who are like, don't meet your heroes.
Yeah.
My favorite rap line is when your idols become rivals.
Oh yeah, like fucking MGK and Eminem.
Yo, yeah. Wow. We can get into that.
Let's get into it, man. Like, I like MGK. I like him a lot. Did you see him in The Dirt? The movie The Dirt?
I did see him in The Dirt.
Fuck yeah. I was like, dude, this guy can act, and he literally makes me think about like what Tommy Lee did. And I don't know, like I love his music. He was
pretty good acting in that.
Oh, he's so good. So
in my opinion, he's a better actor than rapper.
You think so?
Oh yeah.
Oh, but I like some of MGK stuff, but I didn't like
his new shit's pretty good. His punk shit is way better than his rap.
I like punk music a lot.
Oh, I love punk.
Yeah. Oh, really, dude?
Oh, yeah.
Like my favorite band is Blink-182.
Sick.
Yeah, and I love all their derivatives like Angels and Airwaves, Plus 44. Even Boxcar Racer, but plus, I mean, Angels and Airwaves is a different sound altogether. But like, I mean, like Tom DeLonge, Mark Hoppus, and Travis Barker, like that's my favorite musicians.
Travis Barker's fucking sick.
Yeah, man. Yeah, it's
he's so big in hip hop too. Like Travis Barker drums are fucking unreal.
Travis Barker's around, dude. I mean, that guy's like, whatever. He's married to the Kardashian family now. I mean, he's dope. He's an enigma though because he's like a vegan too and all that. And which again, I find it so weird sometimes where because I'm a big carnivore guy, and then I meet these people that like I'm so fascinated with, and then they turn out to be like vegan, and again, I'm nothing against that. That's just not what I eat, Like,
yeah,
I'm just like, oh wow.
Vegan always confuses me because I can get vegetarian, like you don't want to eat meat, you don't want to support that industry. Cool, I get it, but I don't actually like understand how you could be vegan because there's just some like how the fuck do you not eat cheese? Or like
you're crazy if you don't like pizza.
Yeah, how do you like? I don't know. I've had to cook for a few vegan girls, and I'm like trying to make a pasta over here with a cream sauce, and I'm like, what the fuck am I doing with my life? But also, like, she's hot, and so I know exactly what I'm doing with my life.
Okay, I gotta verify this. Jokes, people, jokes. No, I know there's some amazing looking women that are vegan.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm trying to pop us some more of these red stripes.
No, the red stripes are.
Have you heard of Nick Diaz? Does that ring a bell?
It Is he? No, it's
So-
no
so
relation to
Nick-
Nate Diaz.
He's Nick Diaz is Nate Diaz's older brother. And Nick
Okay.
Diaz is my favorite MMA fighter. That guy doesn't eat any meat, really, from what I understand. I mean, I think he said he eats some like seafood from time to time, but it's so crazy again. Like, you know, like, cause like I'm a huge combat sports nut, and but Nick Diaz is my favorite fighter, but that guy's vegan and
Yeah.
his physique sucks. Like I love Nick. I love Nick. Like I met him once in Vegas and he was super nice and gave me a photo, and it was like, and like I met him before he like got super famous. Like I was watching his underground fights, not underground, but his like not as popular fights. Like he was just such a fascinating character. His fighting style was so new and unique. Like no one's ever seen it before. It was like it's very like volume. Like he'll throw like 100 little soft punches and dial in on one big punch, and like you never see it coming, right?
Yeah.
And he has like almost no muscle. And then you know, and then
No protein.
He doesn't, yeah. And then you know, I'll get into these diet arguments with some other fitness guys, and like, but again, I'm like, okay, Nick Diaz, you know, like that's what I'm saying. Like you need animal based protein to pack on muscle. But anyway, you know, I don't want to turn this into like that kind of podcast because that will get debated too.
But debate's good, man. Healthy controversy in the comments section is so good for the algorithm.
Okay, I just know what works for me, and if I was just to eat plants, one, I might want to take a knife and fucking slice my wrist, and two, I just know it doesn't keep on the muscle mass for my body type.
Yeah.
Like it's like my whatever my ancestors were, well, Chinese, but like we ate meat. I'm sure we ate like loads of meat. It's probably structural adaptation over thousands of years. So so to change that now for my one lifespan, to suffer through that just so an animal can not be eaten, I'm like, I'm sorry, man. I'm you know, it's like Lion King, circle of life.
Yeah,
you know.
And there's like everyone has a different perspective on it. Like I would say people who grow up in the city like assume that it's all bad to eat an animal in a lot of factory farms, but like my family has a farm. We have fucking steak ready 24/7. Like we have freezers full of this shit that we can't get rid of.
Let me buy some steak off you, dude.
You can have some steak. Like
steak.
You can have some fucking steaks. Like
Jess, you hear that?
There's so many.
All right.
So it's like it's way different to me. Like I knew that cow, and like the cow's getting old, and we ate it. Like that's just how it fucking works.
Yeah, but like, what else were you gonna do with that cow when you got old?
Yeah,
what else was the cow gonna do with the cow?
But these cows also have the best fucking life. They're so chill. We feed them every day. They just like get to roam around the fields and just fucking hang out.
Yeah, it's true. I mean, like there's a bow hunter, Cam Haynes, and I follow him on Instagram and everything. I'm fascinated by that guy.
Bow hunting is so sick.
Oh, I'm fascinated by Cameron Haynes. Like, I mean, he's just to me like just another next level cool human being. But again, I mean, he gets a lot of hate for his way of life, you know, because he's a big time hunter, man. Like especially elk hunting, it's all with a bow. 90-pound draw, people. Like he literally pulls back 90 pounds, and you know, like you try that. You think it doesn't sound like much? You try it, but you can't even get the bow off.
Yeah,
but no,
let alone hit the fucking target.
Oh yeah, and do it in the wild when you're nice and quiet and you're trying to like track down an elk that's been living there for 10 years, like that gets its terrain, knows its environment, knows when people are around, like it's hyper alert. Like this guy has been able to like navigate his hunting skills down to a T. But just the thing I'm trying to make is that he doesn't hunt young elk. Like he has a code. Like he will hunt. He looks for specific elk that are
big
old,
antlers.
Big antlers. Like, you know, their time is up.
Yeah,
they're slowing down, and it's a matter of time before a young elk challenges him to a fight, and and they all have scars all over their bodies already from seasons and seasons of fighting. Yeah. And realistically, what's an elk's lifespan anyway? Like on a good maybe 10, 11 years, 12 years.
Yeah, if they live it out, like if they don't get killed.
Exactly. So like he's doing it honorably, and that's when I hate with all this flack. I'm like, do you really think that old elk there is going to be like, all right, time to go to the elk old folks home, and like,
there's no retirement.
And then from there, he's going to be like, now to get the young elks around me, and I'm going to tell them all my knowledge so that they can advance and get better and advance the elk civilization. No, there's none of that.
Yeah,
you know, he's just another horny old elk, but now he can't get laid, and now he's getting in the way.
Yeah,
and
there is a circle of life, just like you're saying. Like
Lion King said that.
You quoted Lion King a little bit ago, but there's like a balance to shit. Like we need to do a certain amount of fishing to help but if we overfish, then we fuck it. But like if we don't fish enough, then the salmon just stop fucking as much. Like straight up.
Yeah, true.
They need to stay aggressive, and we help that. It's just a balance, and so that's where, you know, as the individual, you're probably good. like you're probably part of the ecosystem as the individual. It's when the industry gets involved, and that's when like the factory
Yes.
farms and cows shitting on on
because like when
That's
you're
not good.
trying to make into money only. But again, that's tricky because like if you're not trying to make a business too, then oh man, we're segueing into another controversial topic. But you know, like business, I argue, has civilized people as much as it has uncivilized people, if you will. Because think of it this way: back in the day, someone like again, I'm not trying to be offensive here, but
I'll cut you off if you go too far.
okay, so it's like back in the day, like when women needed to make babies, right?
Yeah.
They sought out a valuable mate
Yes.
that they saw was capable, because the idea behind that is they want to have a family.
Yeah.
So if they want to have a family, they got to make sure buddy can provide.
Yeah.
And before
still like that.
like in caveman times, before the invention of money, your value is your
Strength.
like your ability to get resources.
Yeah.
And your ability to get resources wasn't having some fucking $20 bill or like
It wasn't your TFSA.
it was your
It
jack
wasn't
muscles.
your drip account.
Is whoever was most jacked can
Yeah.
hunt more than likely and kill and then provide food. That's
Yeah.
why that's why physiology was the currency.
Yeah.
You know, that's why you go back to like civilizations in the past. The biggest, most jacked, most mean banged all the women.
Yeah.
And then it was like, and that's the way, whether the women liked it or not, that's what they needed. Otherwise their babies didn't survive. Right.
Yeah.
But now you fast forward, like we're out of that era now. We're in 2022. So
now it's brain, right?
now it's brain.
smarts.
Get resources, right?
Yeah,
like
it's
it's
still
like,
the same end goal, but it's a different way we get there.
yeah, exactly, man. And so it's like, so right now, like this is the new game. So like you have to up your game to how are you going to get resources? Oh, it's about making money.
Yeah.
So if it's about making money to get resources, then that, well,
You
again,
can
that's a very
also-
broad statement I made because
No,
a lot of people
there's-
make money are assholes too. But
Yeah, you can also do the other thing where it's like you just understand the world and you can be supportive and you can help her get money. Like if she's a smart business lady, you can just be a fucking doing all the other shit, being an assistant, being a house person.
sorry, the
There's-
air conditioning's
yeah.
going off here. I can't stop that, but we got to keep on rolling here.
Nah, it's all good.
The
We
mic's
got-
definitely catching most of this, but we'll just have to talk louder. And
I don't know if it is. It's not lighting up when we're not talking.
oh, I'm hearing it, dude.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I'm
then
definitely hearing it.
you know.
Yeah, but okay, but anyway, damn, I was that topic we were on was something I wanted to keep capitalizing on here. But no, man, like
Resource getting.
yes, resource getting
valuable
money.
partners.
Okay, so again, we go back to factory farming. Like it's like we're trying to provide food, right?
Yeah.
But the people who are in that business are trying to make money.
Yeah.
So that's where I do draw a what's the word I'm looking for
A
here?
line.
Not just a line. Like I understand, like you can't hate them for trying to make money in farming, if in factory farming, if that's what their skills are at.
Yeah.
But the problem is it's the animals. Like they have a horrible time.
Yeah, you just
So what's
you
the
just hate them
solution?
for making those margins super tight because you can still make
Hey,
money
man, like no,
off of
like,
having a non-factory farm.
yes, I'm sure there's solutions to all this, but it's vastly more complicated than that. I mean,
Yeah.
I mean, you want to make things efficient. It's kind of like so
Well, there's different avenues to go down. Like, there's the one guy who's trying to make it as efficient as possible and doesn't give a shit about the animals. But then there's the other guy who cares about the animals and he just has to get that story out. And then that's really good press. And then he'll make more money in the long run, right? So it's like a short-term game, which this short-term game has last like 100 years of factory farming. But now people are becoming aware to what they really want. And, you know, in the next 100 years, we're going to learn who's the biggest producer that's also, what's the word, but fucking caring about the animals, right? Like, that story will get out over time, and that guy will take over. It hasn't happened yet.
yes, I get what you're saying because you're right. The innovation that has the best results / controlling the negative aspects of its operation
Yeah.
will of course make the most sense, and
Yeah.
we will jump on board. But right now, I can't picture that coming anytime soon.
No,
per se.
we're in a turning point where it's like
You
people
think
are,
so?
well, yeah.
Like
no,
electricity, you're thinking like everyone's moving off of fossil fuels and whatever.
yeah,
trying
and
to
like
get
in the
that way.
last 20 years, people have started becoming more and more vegans. Like, I'm sure it started in the 60s with the hippies,
Mm.
but more and more so, like, people who just regular people are giving a fuck about what they eat. And,
Yeah,
like, the
well, they're-
whole story behind the animal.
they're definitely getting more yes, they're getting more educated, but man, I don't know, like I mean, if I am still around 50 years from now and like and technology has allowed me to continue to live, I think I'd be one of those Cam Hain guys where I'm like, look, I'm still going to believe in natural meat eating because I just, it has, it's the way I think. It's like, again, what's that elk going to do?
Oh yeah, no,
Like,
dude, that's all still going to be
unless
good.
we're trying to make it so they can evolve, and then we're in some future world where like an elk puts on
Clothes.
one of your shirts and like is doing a podcast with us.
Yeah.
You know, like, I mean, but again, I laugh about that, but who the fuck knows, man? I mean, like,
A bunch of animals have entered the Stone Age.
yeah.
Oh yeah,
Like which ones?
lots of monkeys.
Oh, okay.
I think
forget the ape class.
I think there's a couple birds that have entered the Stone Age. Otters fucking carry around.
No way, they have iPhones now.
No, but they have entered the Stone Age.
Okay. Oh, right.
So
Stone
otters
Age,
like will crack an oyster
I
with a
sounded
stone.
like I was entering the Stone Age by that dumb statement I just said. Okay.
But I think it's just like we're still gonna eat meat. Like I'm not saying we got to move away from meat. It's just like
It's too delicious, man. Like my
Dude,
cats,
meat's
like,
fucking great.
Like look at their cat food. Like you think they're eating like it's a Joe Rogan vegan cat bit or whatever. Like they're dude, like your pets eat other pets.
Yeah.
So like
Yeah.
So don't why are you not eating meat and if it's good for your body system, but you're letting your pet eat meat. You know, that's where I get confused when I see a vegan with a pet who's feeding them like still pet food with meat.
Yeah.
Like I'm like it's just think about what you're doing here. Like, you know,
no, there's a lot of things to get confused about. Like I don't know how or why different religions don't eat certain meats. Like that's the one thing of all my religious history that I couldn't figure out. Like why is pork not kosher? I do not fucking get this. I just don't understand at all. And it's I think it's supposed to be a cleanliness thing, but like in
I don't know.
today's day and age.
And well, you're the one who studied the religious history in that
I know,
regard.
and that was one thing I couldn't get.
I don't know either. Like why, you know, like some cultures worship the cow, right?
Mhm.
And then you're like, dude, there's so many cows around. Like you guys would stop your hunger problem if you just ate that fucking steak. But you know, but no, but it's kind of true. But at the same time, I don't know, man. Like again, that's what I mean by this sounds kind of depressing. Where I'm like, people suck sometimes, and like we suck. Like I suck. Like it's like you just. Like we're full of so many contradictory traits where I'm like, how are we supposed to achieve actual happiness when everything about our makeup is contradictory? Like you're that guy, like many people, oh, I went to the gym 5 days this week, and then you threw it all away the next week by doing drugs and drinking your face off. And then it's like, okay. Like, you know, it's like we can't commit to one single thing and see its full potential because without sacrificing all these other things.
Mm-hmm.
And like we're built to be this never ending contradiction, you know? And it's just like, well then how the fuck we're supposed to advance? Like we can't get on the same page with ourselves, and we're just wired that way.
Let alone like the whole world, we can't get on the same page.
It's too, I don't know. That's why I sometimes think we're doomed. Because like someone at the bar the other day was you know, making a very like hippie statement about like, hey, how come there's still war right now? Like I don't get it. We're in 2022. And I'm like, just human nature, man.
Yeah.
Like we're just, haven't you met someone one time again, like back to that school story, like there's Jim and Bo, and like, oh, I'm with Bo and we hate Jim. Like, I mean, just we're fucked, man. I think we're fucked. Yeah,
I think there's two options, and I think the nature
metaverse.
Of like,
metaverse.
No, I'm not nothing about the metaverse. It's either we fucking dive into war and try to fight each other for all the resources that we have a lot of, or everyone tries to be on top and we fight, or sorry, that is still option one. We try to fight to be on top, or we bring up the bottom and support the people at the bottom. Because no one, like all the right-wing people at the fucking top making a lot of money, don't want to support the homeless because, you know, they're homeless because they made mistakes. But then we realize, like,
it's tricky, man.
Well, the real answer isn't like, I'm not trying to be like peace, love, and fucking take care of everybody.
No. But like I'm listening. I just know it's tricky because every solution I think of comes with another fucking counter argument where I'm like, which goes back again to I'm like, how the fuck are we supposed to solve this?
In Vancouver, they have safe injection sites where they give people safe versions of heroin, the medical version of heroin, and it's free, and people get to go inject.
Is it fentanyl? Like you literally
no, it's not fentanyl. Okay. It's
that's kind of weird.
Fucking morphine of some description. It's a derivative of morphine, which is what heroin is. And anyway,
do you have some? I mean,
no, I don't. I've never got into that.
No, neither did I. Neither did I. Stick to wrist stripes.
But these people who live on the streets, they still live on the streets after 6 months of doing this, but they don't have to steal for money to buy drugs, and they don't have to fuck people over. And then slowly they can get out of like gang mentality. They're still doing drugs, they're still living on the streets, but they don't have to associate with certain people, and then they can still get jobs. And it's just like this whole thing of,
Okay, but I'll pick that up a notch.
Yeah.
Why are they so traumatized that they can't function in their regular day life anyway, to the point where they only exist to get some drugs? Because there's plenty of drug users that still have their jobs and like function, right?
yeah,
I think the real problem, there's a guy that was on Joe Rogan podcast recently. He's an addiction specialist, but I think we just got to find a way to solve people's mental health issues. And my buddy Bick Seacon, shout out, he did a mental health fundraiser, and he was I think he was in my 3rd episode of my podcast, I think, or the 4th. But anyway, our podcast, we sat like this and we talked about mental health. And he raised some really good points that, I still think about right now. And it's like, we just got to find a way to make people not be hurting inside. Because if they're not hurting inside, they'll have that logic to be able to make the decisions properly. As in, look, I'm not saying never have a drink, but drink, you control the drink. It's a tool.
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't control you. Like, most people can't because they're in such pain. Like,
Right.
I recognize now that when I say pain, I mean like emotionally, they just
Like
feel
depression usually.
24/7. Like they're putting up a front, they're trying to fake a smile, but they feel like shit inside
Yeah.
all the time.
Yeah.
It's like, and like, we all know how that feels, like I can't say I'm there right now because I'm pretty happy these days, but like there was some dark periods where it just lingered, and you're like, was this ever going to end? And it didn't. It went on for years. And then you're sitting there, why do I feel good when I'm fucking doing blow and fucking drinking booze?
Yeah.
And then that becomes like, okay, so I have to grind through what not feeling good 24/7 until I get to that little part of the weekend where I get to
get fucked up,
feel good and get fucked up.
Yeah.
And then it's like, but again, I don't know what the right solution is, because a lot of people are also fucking like fakes, man. Like, they pretend like they want to help themselves, but they just want someone to carry them.
Yeah.
And I'm like, well, fuck those people then. No offense.
I think it's a double edge. So like,
you have to help yourself.
well, yeah, obviously,
Like, to the max.
as the individual, you have to help yourself.
Yeah.
But as the society, there's preemptive. We can try to help people not feel pain, and we can try to help people who are starting to feel pain. Like, there's generational trauma, especially like in indigenous communities. Like, we were talking about the kids in high school. Like, that's all they know. They saw the older kids bullying the new kids, and that's all they knew. Like, there's on the reserve, there's 4 generations of being abused and drinking, and it's like,
I think I have a general solution to what we were talking about. It's general, but again, I can't, like, it's one of those, it's easier said than done.
Yeah.
But the idea is this. Now, you tell me what you think about this. Like, don't you feel great when you're pressing your shirts, doing your music, doing like because you have goals that resonate with who you are inside?
Yeah.
Like, we have to
there's
help
good
people.
times and bad times too. Like,
Okay, but the bad times are more or less the challenge and the adversity of trying to achieve
exactly.
your goal, right?
Sometimes
But
my
at least-
body hurts and it just sucks. I don't want to be printing.
But at least you have that vision of
Where we're
what
going.
where you're going. Like, most people, I think their depression truly, I think, beliefs, like I think it stems from they don't have their vision. Because when you have your mission, dude, I swear to God, it will encompass everything. I'll give you an example. Think of it back in the day when you're a caveman. Like, say caveman John gets dumped by cave woman Kim, right? And caveman John feels like shit. But caveman John has caveman John Jr. and caveman Jimbo, or whatever the other kid's name. Like, he's like, okay, I better provide for my kids because they're going to starve. But his goal now is providing for the kids. But in caveman John's world, he's like, to even get a fucking tiger or whatever, to kill a tiger, he's got to engulf his entire mind into the task, like sharpen that spear, condition his body, like put on his camouflage war paint, like get in there, find this tiger when he's sleeping because he can't beat it outright. Like he has a goal, he's a mission. It's like all encompassing. He doesn't have time to dwell on his feelings no more. Like, it's like that's why I think the solution is we have to help find a way to in the school system to like really pin in a kid's natural hobbies, interests, and then almost set like a goal, and they have to achieve it. Otherwise, there's consequences. And because then it teaches them goal setting mentality. Because I really that's what helped me out of all depressions, to make it so that I can control the substance now, not
Right.
have it control me.
Yeah, you have something to do and something that has to get
It has to
finished.
be all encompassing. Like right now,
Yeah.
like I'm starting a bar because I love the bar industry, and then
Right.
I hit the gym because I love working out and training, putting on muscle. I love this podcasting. Like I've set my life up so all quadrants of it is stuff I like to do, that I have to give it my all, and that literally erased all my depression that I ever felt. And like I think that's the key. But how do we do that? How do we get everyone to find their purpose? And maybe some people can't fulfill their purpose no more because it's too far gone.
Like so there's two things I want to say.
Yep.
The easiest one is like, what if you don't have a purpose, right? Like what if you're just born into this life and the only things you're gonna do if you really try to like give into your instincts or what your mind, what if they're all bad, right? So like shouldn't we
go on.
carry that person a little bit just so they're fucking secure and so that they don't fuck our shit up?
Okay, so I thought about what you said like many times, and like I'm just gonna, these red stripes are kicking in pretty solid right now. But like, okay, so bear with me here. I'm gonna try to simplify what I'm thinking. It's like a chessboard.
Yep.
You have pawns. Some people are pawns. They have one motion. You play chess, right? Yeah. Like the people who are pawns are like, I don't have a
great
purpose.
Metaphor for me.
Like, but it's like, I don't have a purpose. No, it's because you're a pawn.
Yeah.
So be a pawn. Like, we will tell you what to do.
Yeah.
Like we won't get in your face anymore for you not having grandiose goals because you're a pawn. Like, but a pawn serves its purpose. So these guys, we might be like, okay, like again, I'm not trying to be offensive. I'm just saying logically. It's
okay,
like,
let me
these are
help
the
you
people
out
that
here.
we send in their minds. Then it's like, hey, be a miner,
or
like, you know what I mean, or like
even
something,
just dishwashers,
yeah,
or like
like,
whatever we need in this life. But the problem is with this fucking capitalist society that tries to push people. Everyone has to try to get to the top
because like the capitalist society thing thinks everyone's like a queen, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Like oh, you have unlimited moves. You're tapping your potential.
You need
some people are pawns.
You need to be able to be happy as a pawn.
Yes.
Like you need to be able to support your family as a pawn.
Okay. That's an interesting point. So again, what do you think about it? Like a universal basic income kind of thing that will help the pawns? Like,
I think that's a possibility, but at the same time, like it doesn't have to be that fucking intense. Like we don't have to fucking hand out money and create inflation. We can reduce taxes. We can supplement costs of goods. Like
just programs.
Yeah,
some kind of programs that come into effect.
Yeah, exactly. Like dairy. Instead of giving money to everyone, you can give money to dairy farmers. You could buy the milk from it, sell it to the stores, or give it to the stores for free, kind of shit. I don't know. I'm not a fucking genius on how to do this, but there's ways to supplement the income that isn't just inflating the economy. And I think that's part of the problem is everyone's trying to get to the top. Like that's a big problem with fucking gangs in the streets is like we need to get money to support our people. And it's like, if it didn't have to be that way, I have this dream of building hostels because I I traveled Japan for a month.
Nice. Where in Japan?
I went all over. I went Tokyo, Kyoto, Osaka.
You must have been the tallest guy everywhere.
I ruined my shoes because I hiked Mount Fuji and I tried to go shoe shopping.
Couldn't find shoes.
I went all fucking day, and at the end of the day, I was just walking to the stores. I'm like, "What do you have in a size 12?"
Yeah,
and they're like, "No, we don't." No, we don't. Then I went to the Nike store and they're like, we have this one pair, and I got them just because that there was the only thing that fit. And I didn't want to clean out my shoes that had all the Fuji dirt on them because I thought that was sick as fuck. That they were clean when I got there and they're so fucked now and they're shredded. But it's like because I fucking hiked up this mountain.
Yeah.
So I thought that was sick.
That's fucking awesome.
But at the same time, like it's one of the most expensive countries in the world. Most people like can't afford apartments. They like live in their car on the street because parking's so expensive that they can only afford one. But at the same time, there's $10 hostels, and I think that's something that would be a really good input. Like $10 a day is 31. Like it's $310 a month on the longest month, and like $10 a day for a homeless person is not that much. But we go too much into like trying to provide these shelters, right? But the shelters aren't safe because there's no money going into it, so they can't pay for security. They can't have cameras.
Okay, but why is it that a hostel then it seems to be safer too? You know what I mean? I always wonder about that
because it makes a little bit of money, so it can pay for security.
But it's also like
it's a business that has to protect itself.
But also, people that end up in a hostel anyway, it's just a different. it's like a different vibe. You know what I mean? Like it's like we don't need to worry about them. Like they're out for adventure and they have a purpose. That's why they're in a hostel. You know, it's different than a homeless shelter.
Even though it's $10, they still paid for it, so they value it, right? They decided to spend some of their earnings on this facility, as opposed to a shelter where people just get in if they can and it's a free thing. It's like living at your parents' house. If your parents are dicks, like you don't give a fuck about your parents' house. If they're dicks and they're mean to you and you're just like, I'm here because this is where I was put, as opposed to like you went, saved your money, didn't buy X amount of drugs or didn't buy a Big Mac or saved and went and bought a night, and it's like it's a treat.
Right.
But at the same time, like $10 to $20.
So the backpedal, you want to open hostels, as a side thing.
That's the goal.
Okay,
that's the goal to make enough money.
You're definitely already an entrepreneur, so it's like fucking you can do that. And there's room for that. People might the rate the economy's going, we might need hostels. You know?
I think we do, and I think it'd be a great thing. Like
I think so too, man. As long as it doesn't get kind of like invaded, if you will, by homeless people that, you know, I packed together enough money tonight, I'm going to stay at a hostel. It's like, no, like the hostel culture is an interesting one because it's people who are like, they know where they're trying to go.
Yeah.
They just need a little temporary food shelter clothing.
Yeah.
Right?
I mean, I'm trying to create it for the homeless people. I think
Really?
and we have so many fucking empty buildings in Calgary.
Now we do. Yeah, for sure.
And it's like, we could probably house all the homeless and all the people who want to go have an adventure in the same building.
Yeah. But we don't want to create a fucking drug mansion.
Yeah, so that's
or do we? I don't know.
Well, I mean, we kind of do, but like, what kind of drugs are we talking about? But that's also goes into like the hostel makes a little bit of money as opposed to a shelter where it's all supplemented. So it makes a little money. You can pay for a security camera. You can pay for a guy to watch that shit. You can pay to kick people out.
Yo, Greg, we're at 1 hour already. Like it just flew by. Hey,
yeah.
Like, holy fuck. Okay, hold on. Okay, Greg, we're gonna plug all of your projects on the show notes there. Aside from me wanted to listen to you rap, but maybe we don't have time for that. But
we got a little time.
Yeah, okay. Do you freestyle rap at all?
I can freestyle.
Do you want to spit something? Like I can only hear like because I heard it off your one track, but like I mean, just spit something out right now. Like
yeah, we chilling on the podcast. Gonna make all the bras laugh. Come and sit in my lap because you want that. Oh my god, he's so fast or he's so slow. I don't really know what you really need with the flow. What you need to see, I be some more than what you want. Oh my god, it's going off. It's hot. It never stop. I may be a little bit drunk off the red stripe, but it's right. I don't fucking
red
know.
stripe's tight. Oh, there you go. I contributed. That was fucking awesome.
It's hard to do it without a beat too.
Oh yeah, no.
And I've been working on the.
You
freestyle.
just rhymed like 10 like sentences together. Like I can't do that. Like at least I don't think I can. No, I can't. Okay, Greg, I'm gonna plug it right here. Okay, like, dude,
out of 10,000.
Out of 10,000.
That's the Instagram. That's the website. Out of 10,000.com. The number 10,000 spelled just like that. Out of 10,000. I got a couple albums coming out. The series is going to be called Moving On. So the first one is going to be Moving On with the I and moving as a 1, and then the second one's going to be Moving On 2 or like moving on to the stage. And then number 3 will be like Move Up with the E as a 3.
Sweet.
And I'm going to do a series like that.
You're creative as fuck, man. I fucking love it.
Thank you.
I'm looking forward to everything you're doing. I'm definitely going to show up to your shows and everything like that. I bought this shirt off him today.
Public access, which means there's only 2 public access limited edition shirts left. You got 6 out of 12 on you.
6 out of 12. Okay, but yeah, because you said that the numbers on the back, right?
Yeah, so that's 70 out of 10,000.
Yeah,
and the hoodie I'm wearing is 58 out of 10,000.
Where does it say 6 out of 12?
Right below public access on the front.
Oh shit, I didn't even read it.
Okay,
6 out of 12. See, I only got 6 out of 12. So when Greg pops off, this shirt is going to be worth money.
Exactly.
6 out of 12.
Exactly. There's only 12 of you.
Yeah. Wish it was in more of a medium because I feel skinny wearing this fucking large. I'm not 6'5" like you.
It looks good. It's the streetwear vibe.
Okay, cool. Okay, bye everyone. Have a great day.
Bye everyone, and buy your hoodies.
All right.